everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be talking about my favorite books from 2019. Technically, 2019 is not even over yet, but we're starting to get to that time of year where we start to wrap up. We get caught up in the holiday season and things start to slide, and before you know it, 2019 is over and we're in 2020. What? Where is the time gone? 2015 was like the year I was starting my senior year of high school, and I'm already in my senior year of college? What? Anyways, time has absolutely flown by, and I just wanted to take this moment before I forget to wrap up some of my favorite books that I read this year. I didn't get to read as much as I wanted to this year. I read a lot of smaller books, some indie books, and, like some review books, and I had to take a step back from actually reading to review specifically because my school schedule just got so overwhelming and so demanding. But having said that, I did get to read my fair share of really exciting fiction books for you guys, and I wanted to just wrap that up and document that this time of year is coming to a close, and we get to look forward to a new season with a new year of new book releases. Without further ado, let's get into my favorite books of 2019. So one book that is definitely on that list is More Than Words Can Say by Karen Witemeyer. Do I really even need to talk about this book? I mean, I loved it more than words can say. It was amazing. It's a Karen Witemeyer book. Need I say more? It's Karen Witemeyer. I'm obsessed. I only recently discovered Karen Witemeyer, and by recently, I now mean I discovered her like a year and a half ago, so what? Again, I'm still not used to this whole 2019 is almost over thing. It's a little bit weird. But I discovered her books by reading the first book in this series. This is a patchwork family novel, and I read the first book, which is called More Than Meets the Eye, and I absolutely fell in love with Karen Witemeyer's writing style. So, I mean, it was just kind of obvious that I'd be obsessed with the second one as well. I mean, come on. Look at these people. Look at them. Look at that. I mean, it's no secret this isn't my favorite book cover of 2019, but hey, the book is amazing. I would 10 out of 10 recommend. The next book I wanted to talk about that is one of my favorite books that I read in 2019 is Of Fire and Lions by Misu Andrews. I got to do a huge reading vlog for this video. I got to work with Waterbook Multnomah and receive an advanced reader's copy of this book. I got to do a huge reading vlog here on my YouTube channel. You can search that up and find that if you're interested in watching it. It's just a vlog where I document my reactions as I read this book. I got to host an Instagram giveaway of this book back when it came out. I was just hugely involved with the release of this book, and it will definitely always hold a special place in my heart because this was my favorite book release to be a part of to date. This was like one of the best experiences I've ever had working with a publisher and just coming up with fun, creative ways to talk about the release of a book. And I just absolutely love this book. And the story, you guys, the story is phenomenal. I cannot stress that enough. It is phenomenal. So if you haven't read this book, you definitely need to because it is something else. I highly recommend it. Plus, it's Misu Andrews. She's my favorite biblical fiction author of all time. So that says something. Okay, this next one is actually a favorite author that I discovered in 2019, and I only recently discovered her in like summer of 2019, so how about halfway through the year, and I tried to pick one of her books and I just couldn't, so I'm gonna hold up both, and that is The Secret Life of Sarah Hollenbeck and Wooing Katie McCaffrey by Bethany Turner. Bethany Turner is my like new favorite contemporary author. I love how she tackles really difficult topics, but also combines them with laugh out loud, sarcastic wit and humor. It's hysterical. It's literally, I don't really laugh out loud while reading much. I can cry while reading a book and I can like blush while reading a book, but never do I laugh out loud while reading a book. This book was hysterical and poignant at the same time, and this one was heartbreaking and tragic and hilarious at the same time. So I definitely recommend this author and her books. And honestly, guys, these covers are just adorable. If you like contemporary fiction, if you like cute romances, if you like lots of things, then these books are definitely for you. Another book that I discovered in 2019 that I absolutely loved and definitely makes my top books of the year list is Until the Mountains Fall by Connie Lynn Cassette. This is book 3 in the Cities of Refuge series. It is my favorite series of all time. Well, I mean, they're all my favorites, let's be honest. Connie Lynn Cassette is one of my favorite authors. I love how she writes action-packed, adventure-filled biblical fiction that has so much inspiration and depth to it, and just such relatable characters, and just amazing, 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 amazing. I cannot geek out about this enough. I mean, honestly, I love all of her books and I love this entire series, but this is definitely a game changer for the Cities of Refuge series. And there's a plot twist at the end that has me looking for 2020 like it is never gonna be here. Come on! When is the next one coming out? I need to know! Anyways, I really, really love this book, and you guys should definitely check it out because Connie Lynn Cassette is amazing, and so is this book. It's like a prodigal daughter tale, and it's really just so good, you guys. The last book that tops my favorite books of the year for 2019 is a little bit of an unexpected book because I really didn't expect to enjoy this as much as I did, and that's because I'm kind of out of the typical age range for YA books. But the last book is definitely Romanov by Nadine Brandes. I love, first of all, the gold foil on this cover is absolutely gorgeous, but I think I have to switch it to this one. When this book came out, there was an exclusive Bookish Box edition / Bookish Box dust jacket, and I bought that one too because, guys, this cover image is striking. I love them both. How can Nadine possibly expect me to choose between this and this? They're both stunning, they're both stellar, and they both absolutely fit the tone and the mood and just the greatness that is the story behind these pages. If you don't know what Romanov is, it is a fantasy retelling, a YA fantasy retelling about the life of Anastasia and the Romanovs, Anastasia famously being, the one with the musical about her. Except this one is no musical. There is a lot of action, adventure, and terrifying feats and death-defying acts and all of the things, all the surprises, all the plot twists. This is perfect for YA. I used to read YA back when I was a YA, and this is just the quintessential YA book in my opinion. I absolutely love this story, and it was surprisingly deep. There was a lot of depth to it that I wasn't expecting to find in a YA book. I had started to read Fox, which was Nadine Brandes' previous release, which is a fantasy retelling about the life of Guy Fawkes, I believe, and that one didn't really catch my interest, and honestly, I just gave up halfway through, but I picked up this one because I have always loved the Anastasia animated film and the Anastasia musical, the Anastasia Broadway musical, and I've always just been kind of fascinated by Russian history and the life of the Romanovs, so I definitely wanted to read this fantasy retelling of their lives, and it was so good. The magic system in this, if you're into fantasy, was very well developed in my opinion. I wasn't looking for lots of details. I think when there's lots of details, for me at least, I can get kind of bored. I don't really want to know how exactly magic works. I just want to know that it works. And this book was full of that. It had lots of mystery. There was some romance. And honestly, it was just so surprising how much I loved this book and also how quotable this book is. I was able to highlight a lot of quotes from this book that really inspired me, and it was just cool. This is definitely going on my list of best female heroines in books in Christian fiction that I've ever discovered because it was just great and I really, really recommend it. So these were some of my favorite books that I read in 2019. If you have read any of these, then please tell me what you thought in the comment section below. And if you haven't read any of these, then I highly suggest that you go and pick some out from your bookstore or your library or order them or something and check them out because you might be surprised. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jenna Van Mourik. I'm an inspired writer and an inspirational fiction reader who reads, writes, and lives for Jesus. I like to post about all things books, writing, Christian fiction, and Christian living. If you like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this and see more of my face, then be sure to go and check out all of my social media handles and links. Everything will be in the description box below. But pretty much, I'm Jenna Van Mourik everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I have a blog / website at www.authorjennavanmourik.com that you should definitely go to if you want to read some book reviews or maybe just read some casual little nuggets of wisdom about writing whenever I get the chance to post about writing, because when I'm not posting about writing, I'm too busy to post about writing because I'm actually writing. Did that make sense? I hope you decide to stick around for all of this fun and craziness all the way into 2020, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!